Hey guys, and thanks for watching this video. This is my April favourites, which I can't quite get my head around. In fairness, I didn't buy too much in April. I wasn't very inspired. The weather was awful here in the UK. Seriously, it was really cold. We had a little blip of about 2 or 3 days where the temperature went up, thought summer was coming, but then it dropped again. So I didn't really feel particularly inspired to buy any new clothes, because the temperature wasn't here to go into the summer season. It wasn't even spring-like, it was really wintry, so I was still in jumpers, so I didn't really buy a lot of clothes. So there is no clothes here, but I have redeemed myself in the very early part of May. So things may be different in May favourites. But let's dip into what I was really loving in April. So first up, sorry I was just reaching for the item then, are these earrings. And just big earrings in general. I absolutely love these earrings. I got them from Marks and Spencer's and they were quite expensive, but I sort of thought there's a lot of goodness there. There's lots of nice sort of tortoiseshell black shading, which I kind of thought they would look really chic. And I might just add, that colour there is green. I don't do green at all. I don't think I've got one item of clothing, footwear, anything, nothing is green. Don't know why, because I was really drawn to these and I sort of thought they'd be really nice if I was just wearing all black or jeans and a white t-shirt, and I just wanted to bring a little bit of something statementy to the ears, and I really like those. So then I started thinking, do you know what, I've really actually enjoyed wearing all my bigger tassel-y earrings through the month of April. And these are some navy tassel earrings. These were just actually in the sale in Primark, so they were actually reduced to £1, and they're just fab. Absolutely love those. Really good again for when you're wearing jeans and a white tee. Just brings a little bit of something else. Now these I'm really drawn to and wear a lot. These are from H&M. They do them in lots of different colours, but I was really drawn to this sort of nude shade, and it's just really nice when you put your hair back. So you've just got a few little bits dangling down, and you've just got this big earring. I just find them really great, and I know they were around at Christmas, so they were sort of last winter, autumn winter season, but I think they're staying around, and I think it's nice to be able to bring a bit of colour into an outfit through your jewellery. So next up, I've got some items from Nib Fab, and I do like this brand. I sort of dip in and out of it occasionally. Sorry, I think I've got a bit of a horn there, haven't I? Anyway, I quite like it. Yeah, and these two, I think this one is around the £20 mark, but it was down to like £10.99 or something for some reason. So I tried it, and it's the Nib Fab Glycolic Liquid Glow Extreme 6%. Now I love my Pixie Glow Tonic Exfoliating Toner, 5%. Absolutely love that, but I thought, oh, if that does a good job, then maybe the 6% does an even better job. So I picked that one up, and I also got a Nib Fab Skin No Needle Fix Serum, because I was in the market for another serum, and this one is really nice. I will say it's supposed to sort of plump and volumize the skin, hence smoothing out fine lines, wrinkles. It hydrates and it softens. So it was sort of ticking all boxes really, so I thought I'd give it a try, and it is really nice. I do find it hydrating, and I put it on, I use it morning and evening, but I notice it more if I put it on in the evening. I've slept, and then my face just feels that little bit firmer, just a little bit plumper and juicier maybe in the morning, and I'm putting it down to that. I'm not sure. I think a good serum tends to do a good job, but I'm really enjoying that. And it's actually a really big pot. It's 50ml. Again, I think it was around the £10 mark. Can't quite remember whether that was on an offer as well. But anyway, you're getting a lot of product, and I do think that's actually going to last me quite a long time. So that's the two Nib Fab products that I really enjoyed. So at the time of buying those two, I did actually purchase from Kiehls the Daily Reviving Concentrate. I've been stalling getting this for absolutely ages, and I just decided to take the plunge. So there it is in all its glory, and I absolutely love it. I've tried a sample out. Literally, you just drop a tiny 2 very small drops onto your skin, and after you've used serum, I just literally pat it into my skin everywhere, sort of T-zone and out I tend to go, and whatever I've got left I sort of pat in the top part of my neck there underneath my jawline. And you just need a tiny little amount. Like I say, you can see that I've hardly touched it, and I've been using it for almost the entire month of April, probably the last 3 weeks maybe. So yeah, that's going to last a long time, and I really love it. It just feels like you're putting some goodness on your skin. The trouble is, I used all those 3 products as new products to my face at the same time. So then I sort of started breaking out just a little bit along my jawline, and I didn't know, I've never really had that before. So I just took a step back from everything and then reintroduced, because I thought first of all perhaps it was the Nib Fab, the 6% glycolic toner was perhaps too strong, too irritating. I didn't think it was the serum, in all fairness, so it was either going to be the toner or this. So I just took a step back and then introduced each of the products at staged times. So the 6% toner I actually only use a couple of times a week, and on a daily basis I wear my I use my Pixie Glow toner, because that's it. I don't know if you need 6%, or I don't know if I need 6% every day, so that's kind of a little boost to my routine a couple of times a week, and that seems to work. And I can go ahead now and use this on a daily basis, and it's absolutely fine. My skin hasn't reacted. So perhaps it was just a bit too much of new ingredients and products, and my skin reacted a bit. So lesson learned, I think. So next I wanted to mention this little highlighting palette. Now I picked this one up from Rimmel, and it's the Kate Moss version. I don't know if you've seen the little quad trio of these, which is the Coral Glow. So you've literally got to highlight, the blush and the bronzer in quite peachy tones. I actually really love that. I've had it, have I repurchased it? I may have. Like I say, I found that 18 months, 2 years ago, easily. So when they brought out this little, oh look, sorry if I'm blinding you there, this little highlighting palette, I was just on it. No hesitation whatsoever. So it's all very goldy, shimmery shades, if you like that. So your bronzer has got a lot of shimmer gold in it. Then you've got a gold highlight, and then this pinky highlight down at the bottom here is what I like to use as a bit of a cheek topper. So I'll go on. It's not a deep enough blush for me on its own, so I literally put whatever blusher I'm using that day, if it's in the pinky mauve range, which it tends to be, and then I just sort of slather a load of that on, just sort of in the apples, and blend up over my highlight. And I really like that palette. It's just, I tend to use more mattifying bronzers, but then sometimes if I just want to touch up through the day, if I'm going out later on in the afternoon or the evening and I just want a bit of zhuzh, I just swish it all on and put the bronzer wherever I want it. And it's just really nice if you like a glowy cheap palette. I think it's only something like $6.99, so I really like that one. I did pick up this one from Max Factor, and it's the Miracle Glow Duo. I think it comes in like 2 shades, like sort of light, medium, dark. Sort of, this is light medium, and it's probably medium dark, the other one. I wasn't too sure about it. I didn't really know how to use it, but if you peel off the sticker on the back, there's a little picture of a face. If you can see, I'm not sure if you can. And it just sort of shows you, they want you to put the darker shade sort of here, 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 and here, and then highlight with the lighter shade more on the cheekbone area, sort of on top, and just sort of layer it up. Now, the darker shade is a shimmer shade, this one here, and it really doesn't even show on my skin. I'm really not sure of its purpose. I haven't quite worked out how to make use of it on my skin. But this colour is slightly more matte. There is still a bit of a sheen to it, but it's not shimmer. And again, I can't really work with it as a highlight. I do tend to like powder highlights more, if I'm honest. But what I do like the use of it for is just dipping my little finger in and just going in to the corners of my eyes. Because sometimes when I do that with like an eyeshadow or a highlight, so it's really glistening and gleamy, I just find it a little bit too much for me, my face. But this, because it's a bit more mattifying, but it's still brightening, I can just pop that into the corners of my eyes, so it just lightens, but without bringing too much glitz and sparkle to the inner corners of my eyes. So it's a bit of a pricey item if I'm just using it for my inner corner highlight, but I've got it, so I want to use it, so that's what I'm going to continue to do. So next up is a little hair product I've been using, and you can see I'm down to here, so I've been enjoying it, and it's the Schwarzkopf Got To Be range, and it's an oil basically. It's argan oil, and you just pop it on. You all know how to use a hair oil, I'm sure. This one's really nice, and it smells really nice. You only need literally almost not like even a full pump, just a half pump. Depends obviously how long your hair is, but after I've styled it, I tend to just run a little bit through the ends of my hair before I actually go on with my sort of texturizing gel that I use. But this just keeps it nice and light and sort of textured without it being too dry like texturizing spray can do. It just sort of gives it that nice little soft sheen to it that an oil does. And like I say, it smells gorgeous, so I've been really enjoying that this month. Then I want to mention a little combination I've been enjoying, and it's not really a trick, shall we say, but it's kind of a technique that I've been using, and I've been really enjoying the effects of it. Now, you might have seen I did a video on the Weleda Food Skin moisturiser for really, really dry skin. Still love it, still using it. And I also have been enjoying from Olay their 7 effects, total effects or something. It's got this to fight the 7 signs of aging. And it's an eye cream. I absolutely love it. Literally, you need the tiniest little bit on your finger and just pat it on. And it's really nice because it kind of keeps your eyes a bit hydrated. It still leaves a bit of a sheen, which I like because I've noticed my eyes are quite dry. So when I then go on and put concealer under my eyes, within a very short space of time, my concealer is settled in the fine lines. I try not to overset it. I put the tiniest bit of setting powder literally there in the darkest area, so I'm not setting the rest of it. But it's just, yeah, there's something nice about this. It just keeps it a little bit more hydrated. So I use the eye cream. And then literally, before I go on and put my makeup on, I will get a little dollop of this as well. I've got to smell this because I really do like this scent. And literally I get a little dollop, like no more than that, can you see, and just pat it on the whole eye area, and I literally take it right down over the eye socket area, and you'll see, if you've ever used this Skin Food, you'll see how sort of sheeny and shimmery it is. I don't know if that's going to show, but it's really thick but nice, and it just feels like you're putting so much hydration. So I do that to the whole area to the cheekbone, and then when I apply my makeup, literally I'm patting my foundation in with a brush or a beauty sponge. I literally just take it up to the cheekbone, so I don't put foundation into my eye area because I want that sheen of those moisturizers to still show through. So then when I put my concealer on, I just literally put it where I need it, where the dark circle is. I don't take any product up over onto these fine lines. Blend all that in, so then this part of the eye stays all juicy and hydrated. As long as you don't put too much product, you know, when you're putting your bronzer on and you're doing your blush and your highlight, just don't overload this area so it will stay nice and glistening and dewy. And then, like I said, just put powder a tiny little bit, and then if any of your makeup does start to settle into the fine lines of the eye through the day, because it can travel, makeup can travel, you can literally with a clean finger just pat that area down and everything just smooths out because it's all sort of blends in then with the cream that's still on your face and looking dewy and glowy. So next up would be a hairspray. I don't usually buy L'Oreal's Elnett hairspray because although this looks like a big can, it's like £8 a can. I tend to go for my VO5, which is more like £3.50 or something. Anyway, I couldn't get that in my supermarket and I was desperate for some hairspray. So I thought I'd treat myself. So I got the Precious Oil version, so it cares and nourishes. And I had no idea what Elnett smelled like. So I didn't know what to expect from the product. Now, bittersweet to this favourite because I do like the hold. I like that it does feel like it's sort of nourishing the hair, doesn't leave it crispy, and you can brush it out in the night, and I can, if I don't wash my hair the next day, I can respray it once I've styled it, and it's absolutely fine to layer up, and it does actually say on the can that it can be brushed out really easily, so I like that. The smell though is the weirdest smell. I just got to, some people might like it, it's quite perfumed, but it's a bit old lady smell, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just a bit like an older person's perfume. Kind of. I can't describe it. And I was a little bit put off when I first sprayed it, but luckily within about 5 or 10 minutes it sort of disappears, and as you sort of waft your hair around through the day, you don't get a waft of it. It's gone, which I might add is a quite good thing. So whether it's just this hairspray, this sort of range of the Extra Care and the Precious Oil one, because there's different versions, or whether it's just an Elnett spray smell, I don't know. I don't know if I'd repurchase it. I like what it does to my hair, but I would probably go back to a cheaper version because I think that smell needs to be altered, in fairness. Anyway, right, next up, I just wanted to mention, if you're in the market for some expensive skincare or foundations or anything, go and get samples. I've been, trying to decide which foundation I'm going to buy next, and I got some samples of the Dior, what's it called? Dior Skin Forever Undercover. I got 3 of them because I had a little voucher to pick up some samples, and the first one she gave me I think was the wrong colour. I've got 010, 020 and 021. One was too light, and I can't remember which one was which now, and I've kind of just been using them. But yeah, I don't think I'm 010, that's too light, so I'm either 020 or 21, and that's sort of just really nice. But I just want to say, by getting these samples and just having the opportunity to try them out, I really like this. I don't know that I think it's supposed to be like a forever, 24-hour jobby. And I wouldn't say that, by the end of a working day. It's looking good, I must say, but it's not, it wouldn't sort of do me on into the night and, early hours. But I just would recommend picking up samples before you rush out and buy a £30 foundation. Now, I wanted to try the Estee Lauder Double Wear. So the very kind lady on the counter gave me Water Fresh in the shade Desert Sand to try out, because I wanted sort of a light to medium coverage, not medium to full. And again, really, really, really like that one. So that could be my next purchase. I've been using it, again, I've been sort of switching up, trying to decide which one I like the most. But it's just get a sample and try it, because I went and got the YSL, what's it called, all-in-one, but I'm sure it was what I thought was a bit more like a CC cream. I kind of thought it was a bit of a takeoff of the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I'm not sure, I might have totally got that wrong. So anyway, she gave me a sample and I tried it, really didn't like it. It just sort of sat on my face, and all my little hairs that we've all got just sort of collected, and you could just see the foundation on my face. And I was like, well, this is supposed to be sort of, really light coverage. I'm not really feeling that. So that sort of put me off this one. So, it's worth getting these samples. And also in Kiehls, when I was talking to the girl about all of the Daily Concentrate one I bought, she very kindly gave me a couple of masks. She gave me a moisturiser. The vitamin C, oh my gosh, this one's a powerful strength, line reducing concentrate. And it's got 12.5% of vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. That's really cool. That, I think, could be my next purchase, because I love Kiehls anyway. But, she's given me masks, moisturiser, that serum, and a micro peel concentrate that I haven't used yet. So it's just worthwhile going to these brands and just trying things out, because these products ain't cheap. And I like to try before I buy if I can. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. There's a few little bits there. Like I said, there's not a lot of fashion because I haven't bought anything until like a week ago. But that's May, so I can't put that in this video. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a little thumbs up, leave me a little comment. I'd love to hear from you and I always will respond. Click that subscribe button and the notification bell. And that's it, we're done. I'm going to go and enjoy the sunshine and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.